I'm on something.
Oh, what a hookup. I can't wait to see what the doctor brings in there. What a great week we've had. The weather's been pretty nice and the fish have been on fire. Leaf here with this week's Boss Outdoor Fishing Report. Well, isn't May just the best time of year? The seas are flat, the winds are down, and the headlands are firing. If you can get yourself onto one of the wharves or a headland and get a bait out, you're going to come up trumps with a great fish. Well, haven't we seen some great captures this week? We've had Brucey's mate Kingy Mick come in and show us all how to catch kingfish with some great captures off the wharf, some really big kings. The kings will just roll past the wharf once or twice a day, and if you're there with a livey in the water, you have every chance of coming up tight. Marimbula Wharf this week has seen a long-tailed tuna, which we never see long-tailed tuna when off a south-facing headland. Very rare to see, but we've seen a really good capture of a long-tailed tuna this week. So it's not only off the wharves that you're going to catch some great kingies this week. Head down to Green Cape, hook your boat on, launch at Eden, head down to Green Cape. We know it's a fair hike, but there's plenty of fish down there. They might not be as big as kings that we're catching off Marimbula, but plenty of them. While you're down there, have a snapper fish. The snapper have been spectacular. This cooler water coming through, the snapper are really on the chew. So let's get back to Tom and see how he's going with that fish.
Like a big snapper. I just hooked too.
Oh, great fish, Tom. Fancy that. Chasing a long-tailed tuna off the rocks with a live slimy and coming up tight with a 4-kilo snapper. That is a great fish. So what do we got for us for the week coming, Jamari?
So the weather over the next few days looks really, really good. Ignore the wind chop behind me on the water. Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday looks very, very calm. Low swell, virtually no wind. There'll be a light easterly, but if you're wanting to get offshore or even off the headlands around here over the next few days, the weather it's the time of year to do it for sure. We will start to see the water temperature drop slowly. It's already dropped a degree since last week. It's gone from about 21.5 down to about 20 degrees. It doesn't really affect the fishing that much. The bonito and stuff are still here. What we will start to see is the colder water species more prevalent. So snapper, your morwong, they all come shallower up into the reefs and become a lot more catchable. We're already hearing good whispers of some good snapper around, so it's a great time of year to get out early morning and chase some snapper. So with these water temperatures on the decline and the flat seas at the moment, it's a great time of year to chase drummer. They're a really fun fish to target and a good alternative to your late summer pelagics, which will start to drop off from now on. So look, get on the headlands and chase a drummer. You may even come across a few snapper as bycatch. So the estuaries at the moment are starting to slow down for your typical bread and butter species, your flathead, bream, whiting. There are still trevally in the channel, but what's really exciting is we've started to see good numbers of blackfish move into the estuaries. So all those luderick anglers that love chasing blackfish, they're great to eat as well. Now's the perfect time to get some weed. As for weed gathering spots, they're kept a bit of a secret. There is a rock down near Lions Park Beach at Pambula Rivermouth. If you walk to the Lions Park Beach car park up to the north slightly, there's a rock platform there that does hold weed. Also Long Point towards the very end has a few rock pools that will hold weed as well. So look, it's a great time of year to chase some blackfish. They taste great. It's a good alternative to your usual flatties and bream. So as we approach these colder months, the salmon start to school up on the beaches. They're already starting to do it, and it won't be long before they move into the estuary systems in those big black schools, tails sticking out of the water. Super fun to cast at. There's already a few up in the top lake under the birds feeding on small bait fish. So if you're after a few salmon, they are around and they won't be long until they're thick. So
yeah, some of those salmon have definitely moved up into the top already. Seen Adam and Caro head out today up into the top lake and catch some great size salmon. There's a bit of size about them, so definitely worthwhile. They just hired a tinny, headed up to the top, caught a few salmon and crabs. Jackson and his dad headed out and put the pots out. There's heaps of blue swimmer crabs around. So if you want to head out again for marlin fish this week, I think it's worthwhile. We've heard the water's just turned over again today. It's back up to 23 degrees. And there's a bit of bait around. You've got to work a little bit harder to find that bait. But once you do, there's definitely fish still on it. So well worth a shot. While you're out there, there's only about half a knot of current. So great time to have a deep drop. There's been plenty of ling and blue eye getting caught recently. So well worth a shot. And it's May. May's sortie time. So we know down off Malakuta, or fairly south of Malakuta, that they've been catching big numbers of swordfish. They do get them at home as well. If you want to head out to Tathra Canyons or straight out the front of Merimbula, you're half a chance of catching a sword, and May's the time to do it. So get into some of that action. That's about all we got for you for this week's fishing report. But we want to help you look after your mum this week coming into Mother's Day. So if you come into the store, just tell us you watch the fishing report and buy anything in the shop for mum, we're going to give you 20% off. So if there's anything else that you need to know, whether it's fishing, camping or water sports related, come into Boss Outdoors so we can hook you up.